down to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bears decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Power football with the run. Inside the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man. Tackled there by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working that left side now. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bears. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
This time it's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Spencer. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. The run to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try to get outside. To the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Turning it on. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the Bears will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Harper. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Got the big tight end on the corner route. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, exactly what happened for the defense.
He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Spears. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bears are on the move. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Easy.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get into a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28.